Yo, welcome to the first ever MCF Mic Control podcast. Moderator, Snuff, DJ Ari Fox. Yo, go around the room, introduce yourself, who's in attendance.
Yo, what up? My name is PS. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Yo, what's good? It's good. It's your boy King Frequency Media in the building.
King Frequency. I never heard that name before in my life. Every time I talk to this fool, he got a new name. King Frequency? Is that the new one?
Where the fuck you think Frequency Media came from?
I heard Frequency Media, but you didn't tell me King Frequency.
You are probably the only person
Where did that come from?
In the crew who don't fucking know that I've been King Frequency for like 2 fucking years now.
King Frequency.
You know why? Because if you actually
answer
my text messages, you'd fucking know. So
hey,
here we go.
If they weren't, you know what I'm saying, 17 million pages long, then I could probably get through it.
Hey, within there, in that information was the King Frequency information. So,
all right. Well, fair enough, because I'll be the first to admit, yo, if that shit's like more than, you know what I'm saying, a few lines, I'm gonna try to digest it later, and I may not get to it later. You know what I'm saying? Like I need short, digestible bursts of information. You know,
whatever.
So, short attention span. Yo, but fuck that. Welcome to the podcast, Mic Control fam. You know, the format, this is the first one, so just kind of explain a little bit. There's a lot of cats down with the crew, you know what I'm saying? Probably, 8, 9, 10, you know, cats that are fam at this point. And it could be it is going to be a different group every week. You know what I'm saying? One week, it could be us 3. Next week, it could be, 2 completely different cats in here. But the commonality, the thread is Mic Control crew or fam. And we're going to discuss the topics of the day the way that only we can discuss them. You feel me? So, with that in mind, one of the hottest topics going around right now, obviously, because recently we had the verses, was the Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. So I want to go around right now and get some reactions. Who do y'all thought won? What did you think overall? We'll start with you. Just what was your reaction on just the verses overall?
I mean, overall, I thought it was all right versus. I used to listen to Fat Joe back in the day, but we weren't really big on Fat Joe. You know what I mean? And then Ja Rule, it's just Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak on Ja Rule, but he had some hits though. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that's undeniable. But I gotta go with, personally, I think I gotta go with Fat Joe. But depending on who you're talking to, Ja Rule won that. You know what I'm saying? Because the commercial aspect of it, him having more hits.
Okay, all right. King Frequency. What did you think of the verses? And then, because I got some thoughts.
My name, man. I'm King Frequency. All right.
It's the first time I heard it, so I got to get used to the shit.
Okay, get used to it. Anyways, I thought the shit was boring. I'm not a Ja Rule fan, unfortunately. And personally, the reason why I'm not a Ja Rule fan is because it seems like everything he's ever made was for bitches. Like almost everything. And in the commercial aspect, though, and even though they were in New York, Fat Joe should have had a heavier presence there. And I got a lot of opinions too.
They're
like
both from New York.
You're steady fucking Fat Joe. I personally think it was even because Fat Joe got hits too. And if in case I missed it, I didn't hear Lean Back.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck was Lean Back?
It was towards the end. He did all of his joints.
He did Lean Back because I missed that shit.
But you make up a good point. Fat Joe got joints, right?
Yeah.
And the point to me, I think Fat Joe won that shit, and I'm gonna explain why. Because let's go back to the previous verses, right? With the Locks and Dipset, right? What did we hear coming out of that verses? Hip hop. Oh, that was so hip hop. This was a great night for hip hop. Yay, hip hop, right? Everybody and their mom was talking about some hip hop, whoop-de-woo hip hop, right? And so now you got Fat Joe and Ja Rule. Fat Joe hip hop that nigga out the building that night, dog. And it's not even close. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. But now all of a sudden, it's about the hit. It wasn't about the hits a month ago when y'all was talking about, motherfuckers don't like hip hop. They like Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're back onto some regular shit, the shirtless motherfucker talking about R.I.P. Tupac is the one everybody is talking about winning.
And bro, that's exactly what I was trying to say when I said that Fat Joe should have had a heavier presence because they were in New York. You know what I'm saying? That was
from New York
hip hop.
You
I understand that, but as far as if anybody's gonna appreciate hip hop MC such as Fat Joe, like you would think he would reign supreme in New York. You understand what I'm saying? Ja Rule is gonna reign supreme everywhere because he's so commercial.
Yeah, but think about the highlight song of the Dipset shit and the Lock shit, and the highlight song of this was what? I'm from New York, New York.
Yeah.
Whose song is that? It's Ja Rule's song. Like Ja Rule is big in New York. This nigga, I saw, I follow
hip hop though, and then Ja Rule was like, Ja Rule was like, well, what do you think I am, nigga? I don't really consider you fucking hip hop.
Listen to what I'm saying though. There's a lot of hip hop cats in New York that fuck with Ja. I follow DJ Jerns on Twitter, and this nigga was on here talking about how dope this nigga was back in the early 90s. And I told him directly, I'm not going to be gaslit into believing Ja Rule is dope. That nigga was never dope. Like, don't sit here and be like, early 90s Ja Rule was something to be reckoned with. Nigga, I reject that.
I remember early 90s Ja, and he was the same fucking Ja as the fucking one singing on records and shit. So,
all right. Well, Diggy just joined. Yo, man, you're on mute, Doug. Say what's up one time for the Mic Control podcast.
Unmute your shit, bro.
Yeah, you're on mute, nigga. Yo, we're getting reactions to the verses, man. The Ja Rule Fat Joe verses. So perfect timing, dog. What's your thoughts on this verses?
On the Ja Rule Fat Joe?
Yeah.
Man. All right. So when I first heard about it, in my brain, I'm thinking like, I think Ja got more hits than Fat. But I thought Fat would be more lyrical on it. Me personally, at the end of the day, after watching it, it was Fat Joe, man. I'm not nothing against Ja Rule, not to knock him, no nothing. I just maybe it's a half bias for me because I really don't care too much for him. But
I don't think I had to.
Yeah, get into spots. Yeah, but I give it to Fat Joe, man. Like I said, I'm biased. I'm biased when it comes to something like that.
What are your thoughts on? You know, when it was the Locks versus Dipset, you know, in the days after that, everybody was talking about hip hop. That was so hip hop, everything's hip hop. But now, when Fat Joe was super hip hop, but Ja Rule had the hits, like, what are your thoughts on that hypocrisy?
That's always going to be in there, man.
Or is it hypocrisy in your opinion, or do you see it that way?
Nah, I see it that way, but it's, you know, it's always going to be that way. You know, people always get behind what they want to get behind, and stay there. They don't want to listen to the rationality, to the thoughts, to other people's ideas. If that's where they want to go, so that's always gonna be there, man. So the Locks and Dipset. What are you saying? Did Dipset have more hits than the Locks? When you say that?
No, I'm just saying. At the aftermath of the Locks Dipset battle was all about hip hop. Yo, that was so hip hop. That night was great for hip hop. Hip hop won. Everything was just so hip hop. And then now it's like Fat Joe was super hip hop, but that doesn't really seem to mean anything. The ultimate point I was making is I think motherfuckers just like Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? They don't like hip hop as much as they just like Jadakiss as a rapper and an individual, and used hip hop as, oh, that was so hip hop, but now the Jadakiss ain't involved. It's really about the hits, you know what I mean?
Okay, I see. Okay, I get that angle on that.
So, but you're right. I think it's always going to be there. You know, me personally, and maybe this is a topic for a different show, but a lot of people, you know, say certain rappers killed hip hop. Oh, this person killed hip hop. I never subscribed to any of that. In my personal opinion, and maybe I'm not doing us a favor here, but in my personal opinion, it was always the fans that killed hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because if they weren't buying that whack shit,
I'll agree with that.
Downloading that whack shit, and streaming that shit, then it wouldn't be where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be an element of whack shit.
Because fans are fucking cornballs. At the end of the day, we all know how corny fucking fans can be, especially super fans who be in these goddamn fan clubs and all that other bullshit. And honestly, they did fuck it up, dude.
Y'all realize the cornballs won, right? Like back in the day, we used to push back against, man, nah, I can't have the bullshit take over, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward 30 years, the cornballs won because I'm arguing with motherfuckers that Ja Rule's not. Motherfucker called Cameron lyrical the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh God, 2020 done got me. Y'all are really on here talking about this dude is lyrical. Y'all are rewriting history right now.
Same nigga who was rhyming shit like fucking ooply dooply and fucking whatever the fuck this nigga was saying.
He even said I'm a businessman. I'm not trying to be
The only thing good about fucking
Cameron
is his beat selection, dude. That's it. That nigga got some fire ass beats. Other than that, That nigga's vocals are garbage on every motherfucking song. I'm sorry.
So
Yo,
Right.
and I'm just looking at the discography between Ja Rule and Fat Joe, bro. Fat Joe kills that nigga.
Fat Joe
as
got
far as
joints, dude.
discography
Fat
goes.
Joe got joints.
Fat
I
Joe
forgot
has
about.
13 studio albums, bro. To fucking Ja Rule's like 8. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Fat Joe, didn't that nigga just drop a fucking song like
Yeah.
recently?
The
Fat
All the
Joe
Way Up shit
still
was a
dropping
hit.
music and still making hits.
Yeah.
Ja Rule been, busy fucking people over with the Fire Festival for fucking,
Yo, I'm surprised that didn't get brought up. I didn't.
It did. If you missed that,
because I didn't
yeah,
hear that
Fat
part.
Joe-
I didn't hear the Fire Fest
Bro, it
part.
was such a low ass blow from Fat Joe. He said, because he was talking about Remy Ma. Ja Rule started talking shit about Remy Ma coming out. He's like, oh, you got Remy Ma coming out to save you, right? And he was like, oh, nigga, what you gonna do? Start flying in niggas from the Fire Festival?
Eating them little cheese
That was
sandwiches.
hilarious. I was watching it on the way to take Eva to karate, so I was like, I almost swerved and fucking crashed when I heard that shit. It was hilarious.
So now the new verses on the horizon that we're potentially looking at, and I'm sure y'all have seen this, is Diddy versus JD, right? Jermaine Dupri. P.S. You've been quiet. What are your thoughts on a potential Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri versus? Who you got? What's the nuance? What's up?
I mean, what does Diddy really produce? You know what I mean? Other than
Well, hold on. What's produced though? I think that's probably the bigger discussion. What are we considering quote unquote produced?
all right, let's
Not
see.
being in the fucking studio, that's for sure.
Like actually putting hands on the boards, you know what I'm saying, programming some drums or something, you know what I'm saying, a bass line, something. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of nothing that Diddy's
Actually,
did
no,
a do on some shit or nothing.
yeah, no, that's not true. He has, but his contributions to his hits have been very, 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 very minimal, dude.
So
You know what I mean?
a lot of people were saying, like Diddy was saying, his best competition would be Dre. So we know Dre directs and Dre touches the boards. Don't get me wrong, but we also know Dre oversees a lot too. So do you feel like that would be a better comparison than Jermaine Dupri?
And let me tell you why. Jermaine Dupri has been making hits before Diddy was even a fucking factor in the industry. You know what I mean? Crisscross, the Brat, all that shit came out when Diddy was still fucking being an A&R somewhere, just graduating college. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Jermaine Dupri has been making hits since he was 16. So the amount of records and the amount of songs that he has fucking kills what even the shit that Diddy, his discography is nothing like Jermaine Dupri's, not even fucking close. So with that being said, and see what they were talking about on the Clubhouse thing that I watched was they're talking about this being a good battle because of the party music factor and the fact that fucking Diddy and Jermaine Dupri both produce songs that people partied their life away to. And you can't deny it.
Similar,
You know what I mean?
similar veins, similar subgenres.
It's similar, absolutely. And then Fat Joe asked Jermaine Dupri, well, what's your answer for Biggie? You know what I mean? And Jermaine Dupri was like, nigga, the South, like the whole South. Fuck is you talking about? Motherfuckers sleep on that era of the South, dude. Like there's a lot.
JD got a lot of joints that he could play. Yo, so Diggy, what's your thoughts on this one? Who you got? Well, first of all, do you think Diddy should even be in there? And then, well, I guess go from there.
I mean, no and yeah. You know, I mean, Diddy contributed, I guess, like you said, behind the scenes. However, he was able to attach his name to producing, executive producer. But JD got the hits. You know what I'm saying? They both got hits, but like you said, JD been doing it before Puff. So I'll have to go with JD, and that's the thing. Doesn't Khaled doing the same thing Diddy been doing, or Diddy did? Because Khaled don't produce, do he?
Yeah, he does.
Like that, touching board.
Khaled the beats.
he oversees too, but I think he does.
But the majority of the hits he's involved with, those are Khaled.
So would you put Diddy more with like a Suge Knight? So who's a good compatriot to Diddy?
I'm glad you asked that because that's
exactly what
I was thinking. That's what I was.
What if it was Diddy and then live from prison? Wait, is Suge still alive?
He is, but he's not in good health and he's in solitary. So
That'll be even better. Nah, that man, you know how many people will watch that shit if you had Diddy versus Suge Knight live from jail on the verses?
I agree,
So,
but California
billions of viewers, dog. Billions
California
of viewers.
Correctional Institution is not gonna let Suge participate in shit. I'm
Give him a slice of the pie, man.
They're not having it. But
They
what
might.
you said is correct, though. When I was listening to the Clubhouse, I was thinking, I mean, you were trying to battle Dre because the whole time he kept yelling, I want Dre, where's Dre? You only want Dre because of the whole Biggie Tupac factor. That's the only reason why you think you're even on Dre's level. As far as I'm concerned, Diddy ain't on Dre's level. Okay. Dre, even though he oversees a bunch of shit, he touches the board. He's a master fucking
Dre's
producer.
well is super deep, like
super deep, nigga. Like way before. I mean, even before fucking Jermaine Dupri. I mean, like around the same time, even before Jermaine Dupri, because you know Dre was getting his fucking hits out in the fucking early '80s when he was a part of
world
when he
class
was fucking
crew.
Sequence and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are not on Dre's level, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You are more on Diddy's level, but if you wanted to be on some East Coast and West Coast shit, it would have to be more of a Diddy Suge thing because
All
you
right.
guys are ahead of the labels, and that's
So-
what that whole beef was, you know.
So if we do Diddy Suge, then PS, who would Dre go against? Who would be a good stand-in for Dre in that case?
Dre's a hard one, bro.
Yeah.
That's another thing I thought about too.
Yeah, because who else contributed like Dre?
Nobody.
I mean,
How you know what? What's Timberland's fucking
that's-
discography like?
ooh, well,
Because they said
Timberland
the only
did Swiss though. That was the
only other-
original verses. Timberland and
the
Swiss
only-
beats.
The only person, yeah, that's true. And him and Swizz is more of a.
Yeah, that was the original version.
But they were talking about Kanye.
With who? Dre?
Yeah,
No, fuck no.
that's what they were saying. And I
No,
mean,
no, no, no.
Kanye.
You do
bruh,
Kanye versus Jay-Z.
A lot of fucking hits, dude. Think
Hey,
about
that's
it.
what you do.
Like let's set aside the fact that he's a fucking clown now, and this album he has now is fucking garbage.
Well, see, Kanye would be difficult because he rhymes and he produces, right? Because like a lot of these cats are rhyming. No, I know.
So great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same shit. And honestly, as far as hits and notoriety, I think the only person, I can't think of nobody else who could even come close except for Kanye, bro. And
Kanye's responsible for a lot of joints that people don't
Rockefeller.
realize about. Kanye's responsible for a lot of joints people have
And
no
that's what
clue
I'm
he's
saying. And
responsible for.
He,
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
he produced and engineered most of the whole Rockefeller fucking dynasty for the most part. Him and the one dude, I can't remember his name, but
So much of that early Talib
started.
Kweli, the early Most Def, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
Common, you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Exactly,
so much
man.
of that shit that
I think
he
he's
was
the
fucking
only
with.
one who would really be able to be on Dre's level, not only musically, but you know, like financially. And they were talking about this type of shit too. I mean, because Jermaine Dupri and Diddy started out talking about nigga whose bank account is da-da-da-da-da-da. And I mean, like if that shit
It's a
don't
different
matter,
type of verses,
if we're
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. If that we're
It's a
keeping it
different
about the
verses.
culture, then that shit don't fucking matter. But
Right.
I mean, for argument's sake, you know, Kanye is also the only one who's probably close to Dre money-wise, you know what I mean? So I think they would be the most evenly matched. He's probably the only
All right.
one, in my opinion, who could do it.
All right, so what I want to do now is I want to go around the room and I just ask you guys each your dream versus matchup. It could be some top 40 niggas, it could be some underground, it could be cats who are dead, cats who are alive, whatever, just two cats you would like to see in that format go head to head. Free, you're already up, so we'll start with you.
Oh no, man. Maybe dude, I don't know. Maybe because of the whole beef factor they had back in the day, Common and Q. I think that shit would be interesting as hell.
I
Two
can see
different
that.
styles of music. They had beef once upon a time. They both got hits. Common
Similar
got hits.
career
Don't sleep on
trajectories.
Common got hits. Common got
Yeah.
a lot of commercial
Got
hits. Dude. He really does. I think that'd be an interesting versus. I think that's the only thing I could think of right now.
Common and Ice Cube. Yeah, that's not bad. PS, what you got?
Man, let me think about it for a second. You said Common and Cube, yours. What about let's do Madlib and like the Rock Router or something. You know what I'm saying?
Adlib and who else?
Rock Wilder. You know he did all that.
Rockwilder?
Yeah, Madlib and
Yeah,
Rockwilder.
that would be a dope one.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
You do Rock Wilder and like Buck Wild or something, or Rick Rock from the West. You know, that for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You know who?
That
You know
would be
who's
tough.
dope? I don't mean to cut in, but the Alchemist and fucking the nigga
that
who
was-
produced Cypress Hill. What's the name? Soul Assassin.
Oh yeah, DJ Muggs. I was actually gonna say Alchemist and I just had it. I can't remember, but I was just gonna say Alchemist.
Ooh,
first.
Alchemist and High Tech, nigga.
High Tech would be me.
That would be fucking dope, dude.
Diggy, who you got in the versus a dream matchup? You can grab anybody you want to go head to head. Who you got?
And I would have to do a group. Try versus Daylight.
Yeah.
I know it can't happen because Fights ain't here.
Yeah.
But
That would be nasty. As far as I go, if I could do a versus between two people, I would do Dilated Peoples versus Beat Nuts. Tell me that wouldn't be dope, dog. They're like East and West Coast versions of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, dog.
That would be a dope versus too.
Like they both got like albums
both
and
got a
albums
lot
worth of joints.
A lot of underground hits, dude.
That would be if I could put one together, I'd be like, yeah, let's do Dilated versus the Beat Nuts. We could even, you know what I'm saying, do Psycho Les versus, you know what I'm saying? Alchemist probably got Psycho Les, but I don't know. That's who I would do.
That's a good one.
that'd be dope. They were all dope.
That'd be a dope one. You know who else would be a good one? Chino XL and Razkaz. Especially considering the fact they've done a lot of music together.
Yeah.
They got not similar styles, but they both have that abstract fucking rhyme style.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of hip hop heads, that would be a Chino XL versus Immortal Technique.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be good.
Or possibly Immortal Technique versus fucking Jedi Mind Tricks, Vinny Paz and them.
Yeah.
That would be fucking dope.
See, you could start putting together some cool little you know what I'm saying? Put some cool
Really
little
think about it.
combinations. Yeah, dog. Get like Hyro versus Jurassic 5. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hyro versus Souls of Mischief, nigga, all day.
Yeah, there you go.
All fucking day.
Perfect.
That would be so dope, dude.
That'd be one for the West. Man, please.
That would be
shut the West Coast down.
That shit would be crazy.
All day.
Camp Click and somebody from the West. Let me think, like a group from the West.
Alcoholics?
Yeah, Alcoholics.
Alcoholics and Beat Nuts, nigga.
Oh, that's probably a better matchup.
Yeah, Alcoholics and Beat Nuts, because that's.
Oh no, Beat Nuts got more joints than the Licks though. Like realistically, if you look,
their style of music though. I'm talking about the style of music. Fuck the amount of hits.
It's more fun and light and like
exactly. They
silly
both
and
talk about
goofy and shit.
And fucking bitches and just being goofy niggas and like I think that's
point. That's
a
good point. All right, that's what's up. Well, look, y'all, we coming up on time. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, gonna go back around the room. We're gonna hit the shit again next week, same time. Could be same people, could be different people. Again, it's all gonna be mic control. Which mic control? You're gonna have to tune in every week to see. But let's go around the room. Drop your social media, anything you guys got coming up, anything you want anybody to be aware of. Diggy, what you got going on?
Yeah, we got 2 Head Vibes this Saturday, 25th at Ninja Karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Come down, check it out. We got a lot of talent lined up for that evening. And also, me and Johnny O introducing Lethal Reppin' to the fold, man. So we're going to be out there performing. As far as social media, you can get at That's Diggy on Facebook, Dappy Diggs, DATBEDIGGC on IG. Follow True Head Vibes on IG. At Lost Elements on IG. Just go follow, man.
Sounds good. Free, what you got?
Shit. About to start doing the stand-up comedy thing. Don't know what I'm gonna go by yet. Probably fucking King Frequency, because why not? Everything on social media is King Frequency with 2 E's, because My name is Freeman, but I got YouTube channels. I got my Thought Brothel channel, my Deepest Darkest channel. I got another channel with my young protege that's getting ready to, it's a prison experience channel, but we're gonna use it to promote his music and shit. I also got a song getting ready to drop talking about how you dumb niggas be snitching on yourselves on Instagram and fucking all that other shit. And that's actually produced by Marlo, who should fucking be here, but neither here nor there. But as far as Instagram, all that other shit go, everything is under Frequency Media. As long as you spell it with 2 E's, you're good to go.
What's up, PS? Let the people know what you got going on.
Yeah, so I mean, I got a bunch of stuff in the works. I got a joint with Diggy coming out soon, hopefully in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? The joint with Aguilar, that's on all social media, on DSPs right now. You can find me at PS the Great on everything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever else social media is out there. That's what I'm under. You know what I'm saying? So.
So what's up? For myself, I'm at DJ Ari Fox. Y'all see the name right there. ARIFOXX. Just put a DJ in front. It's, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. I do want to say, go peep and pick up and listen to Philae and Planet Asia. The album is dope.
Really?
And that's, hey, you didn't hear that shit?
No.
Yeah, they just dropped a project together. It's fucking dope.
Like that, dude, but that's dope. That's props.
It's super dope. So I encourage all y'all to find that shit, Planet Asia, Philae, and listen to that shit and support. So,
nice.
All right, y'all. Same time next week. You know what I'm saying? I will see y'all later. Until then, that'll be cool.
Peace.
All right, peace.